Hey friends, I was just sitting here working on something and this came through to share this right now, so I will. That sometimes slower is faster. Even though it doesn't seem like that's going to be logical or likely to be the real case. It's true. I got this message this morning. Parts of me were running quite fast and just super speedy, running, which I was noticing I looked around, like wasn't very effective at getting anything finished. I like a lot of like started things and things weren't getting finished. So it's like, well, okay, the state I've been in for the last couple days might not be the state that's going to help me where I'm at today, but there's still this tendency and like temptation to just keep being spinning and trying to go really fast. And at Wellness Wednesday today, I tuned in to get centered and to listen. The message I got was slow down. And at first I was like, what are you talking about? And then I felt it and it came for me with the color pastel blue. And as I just tuned into and just felt into that color, it helped me really actually like get calm inside. And it felt very different. And I could feel, it felt very different and it would feel much like a different state in which a lot of things would work better within myself and in how I was going about doing things. And did I stay there? No, I sped up again. Partially because of what I ate today. That affects me. Anywho, so the message just came through again. Slow down. When I'm in a centered state, things work much differently. And if I'm running faster than I have strength for, mentally, emotionally, energetically, or physically, it can make you very slow. So a couple concepts: sharpening the saw. It was the story of two men in a competition of how many logs they could, or how much wood they could saw. And one man kept taking breaks and going into the forest, and then after a while and coming back out. And the other guy just kept sawing the whole time. And he's like, whoa, that guy's taking breaks and leaving, and I'm just going the whole time. I'm totally going to win this competition. And it turned out at the end he didn't win. The man who was taking breaks and going into the forest was sharpening his saw in the forest. And a sharper saw just cuts so much faster. So there's that. But titration is what I wanted to share. So in chemistry, if you're mixing two substances that do not mix, like oil and water, or other substances that just don't blend, you have half a cup of this, half a cup of that, stir them together, pour them in the same container, they separate completely, stir, separate again. You could just keep trying at it for a long time and as fast as you can, and they won't blend. But if you add one drop at a time while stirring, then they can actually blend. And even though that's a slower process to do one drop at a time than to pour the whole container into the first container, the blending will actually happen much sooner than trying to go fast. And often that's how things are with our system, with our nervous system, with our system making adaptations. Sometimes we call it let the paint dry. If you release trapped emotions or baggage, sometimes the system has a processing period where it just needs to settle, let everything settle into place, let the paint dry before you do another release session or another whatever it is. Yeah, so sometimes slower actually is faster, and it's okay to slow down. It's okay to get still, more calm, to pause, to take breaks. Stopping and pausing to listen can be a much faster route to clarity than running fast.